Hey Sugar Bears, it's Brenda. Did you have a good day? It's almost, I think it's almost midnight here in Central Florida, and I just got home from church and all our activities a little while ago. But I didn't want to go to sleep without checking in with you, telling you a little bit about our Easter Sunday. I want you to know that I was thinking about you in every service and with every song. We went from one church to another today. It was so much fun. Saw lots of old friends. Met lots of new friends. I'm looking forward to spending time with these good folks, singing with them and doing a little Christian comedy. But some of these folks have served in ministry for over 60 years. Isn't that amazing? Gosh, I just admire them so much. But the reason tonight's sculpture is of a little singing angel is because we saw the children singing in church and we heard them singing, and a number of the churches had the children involved, either ushering or helping with the collections or greeting people. I love to see children involved in church. I don't know, tell me how you feel about this. I think when people go to church, they like to be involved. They like to do something besides just sit there. And if we can get the children involved, then it helps them understand that they have something to do. They have a reason to get up and go to church. They're needed and they're important. And that's what I want to tell you. Don't you get discouraged because you're in a hospital bed or you're homebound. You know I understand. I was pretty much confined to a bed for 3 years. Only for me it was a sofa because I couldn't walk upstairs with all my injuries. But you know I understand pain, and you know I understand how frustrating it is to lie there day after day after day, especially for those of you who have been athletes. I mean, with me being a horsewoman, you can imagine, I just couldn't bear the thought of not being able to get on my horse and just go. But the good Lord taught me patience, and He taught me an awful lot about trusting Him. Because what seems like such a long time to us is just a moment to Him. 2 years of my life is nothing. It's a blink of an eye when we consider eternity. So please don't get discouraged. Please know that because you're here, you have a purpose, and there's something that you're supposed to be doing. The thing that I immediately think of when I think of you folks is that you can encourage the people around you. I mean, how many times have you made people laugh when you were the one in the hospital bed? And yet the nurses and the doctors were laughing because of you. I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice, too much singing today. But that's what you do, my sweet friends. You make people laugh. And the most important thing you do is pray for people. It kind of worries me when people say, well, all I can do is pray, because I'm thinking, oh my goodness, the first thing we can do is pray, and the most important thing we can do is pray, because prayer is what makes everything come together. Anyway, it's late, and wherever you are, I want you to know that these little videos, we do them for you. They're just something simple, but through the magic of these tiny little videos, we can talk with our friends in Kenya, and our friends in New Zealand, and our friends in Europe, and our friends all over the United States and Canada. It's just amazing to me that we can chat like this as if we were together. And I did a video earlier when I was still dressed up from church clothes and had on an Easter bonnet, but I decided, y'all don't really want to look at me. We'll let you look at a pretty sculpture instead. But I want you to know that I wore that Easter bonnet for you. And I wore a parrot necklace for those of you who love parrots. I couldn't wear all the horse and dog jewelry, or I would have looked like a walking advertisement for vintage jewelry, I think. But everything I wear is for you. Everything I do is for you. Because that's why I'm here. Our Lifesongs ministry is all about loving people and helping people who are injured or sick or bedbound or homebound for some reason. And we want you to know that you are never alone. And you do more for me than I do for you, because you make me want to sing and to teach. You send me back to my Bible when you ask me questions. I go back there and find those answers for you. You make me laugh and you make me cry because you're so good. And there's so many people out there standing in front of a camera looking for attention, spending all kinds of money on things just to make them look better. And you're there. Many of you have lost weight and lost a lot of your former beauty. But I want you to know, I think you're more beautiful than you ever were. Because what comes through now is your spirit. Just pure, precious, beautiful, loving spirit. You amaze me. I'm crying now just thinking about you folks and how much you mean to me. So remember this, precious, precious friends. Jesus still heals. Don't let anybody tell you he doesn't. But sometimes he heals our spirits before he heals our bodies. And I love you so much. Don't ever